Hello, Aaron again, bringing you another random rambling video. I started this on Mother's Day Sunday, May 11th, 2025, at 8:45 a.m. Along with welcoming you to my channel, allow me to thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe before sharing this video and turning on the post notification bell. As I said, it is Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day to all you mommies out there. And I want to say to those mommies, or mommies of sons, just know that you are their world and will be the day they die. My mom passed away in 1994 when I was 19 years old, just a couple months before I would be 20. And she stole my world. She was my world, she stole my world. I still think about my mom every day, especially on days like these, Mother's Day, holidays. Her birthday was last month. Thought about her then too. There's a lot of times I think about my mom. It doesn't have to be a holiday or a special day. I think about her every day anyway. It's just that on days like these, I miss her more. I would love to be buying her flowers or taking her out to dinner or something. I could do that anyway because I'm disabled. I could send her flowers. Could take her out to dinner and meet somewhere for dinner. That'd be nice. Not that it's possible to get a reservation in any restaurant in the world on Mother's Day. Well, I don't think Mother's Day takes place on the same day, and I don't know if there is Mother's Day in other countries, but I do know that here, in the United States on Mother's Day, it's impossible to get anywhere, go anywhere to eat. This is absolutely cram-packed with people. Well, what else would it be cram-packed with? Horses? No. I don't think let horses in most restaurants nowadays. And then back in the day, if you wanted to tire off your horse inside the bar or the pub, whatever it was, but not anymore. Plus you probably had to tie your horse off on the outside of the pub or restaurant or whatever it was. I have to pass gas, and I'm afraid it'll be a little more than gas, so I'm afraid to try to squeeze it out. But it's just going like that in a minute. It's either that my hips start hurting again, or I'm trying to pass gas. Either way, let's see, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to look up my comments while the next video. I'd like to talk about a comment that Tony One Leg made again. He just absolutely hates me. For whatever reason. Just because I went against his beloved King Cobra JFS, I guess. King Cobra JFS and I got into it a little over a year ago now. About a year and a half ago, I don't know when it was exactly. But sometime about a year or so ago, a little over a year ago, I got into a little bit of a battle or a beef with King Cobra JFS. I know 21 Leg sucks his dick, so now he's mad at me. And now he's making all kinds of mean comments about me, sharing my video and leaving mean messages on it. I'm in a video entitled, "Being a Pedophile is not innately wrong." All I was saying is, if you're born a pedophile and do nothing to act upon it, and if you're not predatory towards children at all, it's not necessarily, it shouldn't be illegal to be a pedophile. A lot of people want to murder someone who is a pedophile. Well, just because they're a pedophile doesn't mean they prey on children. And if you don't do anything, you don't try to lure a child into your van with candy or with an empty dog leash saying, you gotta go find your puppy. If you're not doing things like that, then it shouldn't be illegal to be a pedophile. The idea of being, I said in that video, the idea of being a pedophile, and they lose me. I can't imagine what someone would find sexually attractive about a child. A small girl, no hips, no boobs, no butt. No, but really. Yeah, I don't know what it, I don't see what a pedophile is, but obviously there's something in their brain that went haywire. their wires got crossed upstairs. I think when it happened when they were born, maybe due to some people say due to abuse. Some people get reprogrammed due to child abuse to become interested in children themselves. And how can you blame a person that went through that kind of stuff if that's how he or she comes out? Especially if he or she doesn't do anything to the young children. If they were the victims, it doesn't make them necessarily the predator. If you're born a pedophile, this is such a controversial subject. People want to hang pedophiles for being pedophiles. My point was that if you're a pedophile and you don't do anything at all to act on it, you don't go to the park with a little kid playing, and you don't watch or buy child pornography, and of course you don't touch a child. It shouldn't be innately. That's not anything wrong to be a pedophile. I believe you're probably born a pedophile, or, as some experts say, you were abused yourself as a child and became a pedophile. In which case, I certainly don't blame someone for being a pedophile. I would blame them for doing anything to act on it. I've been attracted to females that I can't have. And then go throw them down and have sex with them anyway, or just walk by and grab their ass or touch their boob or something. You don't act on whatever you want. If I know, if I liked a girl that didn't like me, and I didn't go talk to her or ask her out on a date, who cares that I liked her? If I knew anything about it, if I didn't, pester her about trying to get with me, trying to get with her, if I didn't harass her when she said no, if I left it alone, who cares I liked her? How does it hurt? Even if I tell her I liked her. No, I don't compare that to pedophilia. If you tell a little child that you're sexually attracted to them, that's a problem. Now you went too far. You acted on your pedophilic, is that a word? Your pedophilic desires. That went too far. If you talk to a child about sex, that's going too far. If you meet a child, I like to catch a predator, if you meet up with a child and the intention of having sex, they all say, well, I was going to go through with it. Well, you talked dirty to the girl and then met her at her house. Supposedly not a 14-year-old girl at her house. What do you have in your mind? They show me all the dirty texts that they a setup or a sting operation. So then they have all the texts that went back and forth between the perpetrator and I think I said to catch a thief a minute ago. That's not what I'm saying. I think it's called to catch a predator. Something like that. So there's a sting operation against, a child predator, someone who's interested in young teens. And, they're sexting young teens. That's illegal, and it should be illegal, and they should be arrested. And perhaps rot in prison for the rest of their life for doing that. But for simply being a pedophile and doing nothing to act on it, not talking to children in any type of sexual manner, not going to the park to look at children playing, they do nothing at all except in their mind are attracted to young children. I'm saying that shouldn't be illegal, and it's not. I don't think, as far as I know, it's not illegal, and it should be. And you shouldn't want to hang someone just for being a pedophile. They do nothing to act on that. I said also in that video that the idea of another man being with another man, I don't think it's wrong. I don't have anything against it, but the idea of it, the idea of me being with another man disgusts me. It's disgusting. But if there is a gay man who, of course, is attracted to other men, that's what it means. If there's a gay man, a homosexual male who never, approaches another man to try to get with them, or never, talk to other people about how hot this or that guy is. I wonder what that guy's packing, or whatever they might say. And no one will ever know it. Well, there's certain behaviors that seem to be consistent with all all homosexual men. So then I might be able to tell someone's gay in that way. But they don't act on it. What's the harm? What's the harm if they do act on it? Unless they act on it on a heterosexual male. And that might be dangerous. But I think most gay men can tell when another man's gay or not. For instance, if you're at a gay bar, it might be safe to hit on other men there. Most of the time. And if you're at a heterosexual male or a gay bar and a gay man hits on you, and you got a problem with that, that's your fault, pal. So, I'm going down this long road again about a video I made a while back that I entitled Being a Pedophile Without Anything Wrong. And I don't believe it is. Just because you were born a pedophile and you do nothing at all throughout your life to act on that at all, then I think there's no harm, no foul. So many people think pedophiles should all be murdered or killed just for being pedophiles. I don't agree with that. I just don't agree with that. I also pointed out in that video that along the same lines, I got two buddies mainly. My buddy Bobby, who has disappeared and no one knows where he is or what's going on with him. The last I heard, he was struck out on drugs, living in a van in someone's driveway. They were in a van down by the driveway. And he was supposed to be living in someone's van in a driveway all struck out on drugs. That's the last I heard about Bobby. I hate to hear that because I was my friend, I loved him. I thought he was very funny, I thought he was very funny and a good friend. But Bobby was one, and my buddy Chuck is another, who, although coincidentally he has a nice petite girlfriend now, a very petite girlfriend now, he was one who was very attracted to big fat women. I don't mean chubby women or slightly overweight women. He liked these huge, super obese women. And I found that disgusting. The idea of me being an obese woman is disgusting. I'm not attracted to obesity. Even though I'm obese myself, that's why no one's attracted to me, and they shouldn't be. Fat is disgusting. And I know that being fat myself, I know that. I'd like not to be fat, but it's just too hard to chuck my addiction to food. Coffee. So, the idea of having sex with a big fat woman disgusts me, but those guys were attracted to the big fat women. I never said anything, I never had sex with one, I never pointed out to me how sexually desirable a big fat woman was. And I had no way of knowing that they were into big fat women. So, no harm, no foul. I couldn't say, what's wrong with you guys? That's nasty. If I didn't know they were attracted to it. Although if I didn't meet a pedophile, and I don't believe I met one. Well, I didn't meet one. I didn't know one. But I didn't know they were a pedophile at the time. A friend of mine, a good friend of mine, had been molested by his uncle. He was molested from a young child into adolescence by his uncle. I won't say any names, but I didn't know about that until I didn't know about it until the uncle had passed away. I mean, you can tell he was gay. We all knew he was gay. I just know he was a child molester. If I knew that, especially if I knew he had done that to my buddy, I might beat the shit out of him. That should have happened to him. I really would. There's no question I would. And if I told anybody else in that pool hall what happened, that would beat the shit out of the guy too. Now, if anyone is watching this, they hang out at the pool hall. They know what I'm talking about, both people, so I should shut up about it. But, had I known before he died, hopefully he died a horrible death. That's what he deserved. I don't know how he died. The hell was painful. And excruciatingly painful, and just horrible. I should have wasted it on anybody, but some people deserve pain, and I don't know. That's pedophile to act on it. So I do agree that he should have been put away for the rest of his life. And they should have left them in common, what's it called when you're not in solitary confinement? Common population, some population. He should have left, and then the guards should have told every prisoner that he raped, he sexually molested his nephew, and that's why he's in there. And regular population, what's it called? I forget. And then they should have told all the other prisoners, that that's why he was in there. They would have beaten to death. That's what he would have deserved. That's definitely what he would have deserved. I feel the same way about any other child molester. Any other Chester. Except Chester Cheetah. I'm sure he doesn't molest children. Thank you. I'm Mahalo. I'm going to talk to you later. See you when I see you. Pizza rolls. And that's Tony. One, two, 1, 2. What is it? 8:45 to 14 seconds. That sounds like it. But how long? How long was it? It was like 15 minutes. 0 lives. What is it?